everybody. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Carol. Today I'm going to be talking about energy and how it relates to magic and miracles. So I recently joined this group on Facebook, and there was a conversation going on about magic, love spells, etc. And some people said, caution, be cautious with magic and love spells. And some people said, no, that's not true, that stuff isn't real, etc. So it occurred to me that a video on magic and how it works energy-wise would be a good topic for today. So, first of all, you have to understand that absolutely everything is energy. Everything. Whether it's animate or not, whether it's alive and breathing or not. A rock, the air, water, people, our four-legged brothers and sisters, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, the kitchen cabinet, everything, absolutely everything is energy in some form or other. So, with that said, energy is capable of being transformed. So, like when we die, our physical bodies are transformed into something that is non-physical, but we still exist. And I know that that's another topic. So the way that magic works is, okay, before I do that, let me say this. So if you don't believe in magic, it shouldn't affect you, right? But that's not true. Because magic works with energy. It is energy. And the way that it works is that a person who might be playing with magic would probably say, one moment. So a person that is working or playing with magic would probably say some type of an incantation or a spell. So they would use the power of the spoken word. And I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have already heard about the power of the spoken word. So they would use a spell or an incantation. And that would be to manipulate and control energy. Then they might use a talisman or a gemstone or herbs or pieces of paper, something, a physical object that they could actually touch or maybe mix together with something. So what they're doing in that case is that they're taking the energetic components of those items, be it mixing eye of newt with tongue of snake or whatever it might be. The whole point is that you mix certain things together so that their energetic qualities combine to hopefully produce a certain outcome. But still, it doesn't happen without the focus of the person performing the ritual or the spell or whatever it might be. So that's how magic works. Magic, and those things, you do not need to do spells, and you do not need to take physical items, herbs or whatever, and mix them together in order to create some type of magical, miraculous outcome. It can be done just yourself and the help of the higher powers that be. But a lot of people dabble in magic, and a lot of people are really good at magic. And the reason why they use those certain items, and we associate magic with spell casting and conjuring, but that isn't always how magic is used. There's natural magic as well. So there's white magic, there's dark magic, there's gray magic, there's natural magic. And so natural magic is something along the lines of what the shamans would have done or do. And that is where you use your own senses and you commune with the environment around you, and you are told or you intuit or somehow know what it is that you should combine in order to make somebody better or to bring a message across. That's more natural magic. And magic is quite a deep topic, and I personally do not dabble in it. I did try once, maybe twice, but only one time that I can really think of off the top of my head. And it was white or gray magic, I guess you would consider it, and it was for protection for somebody else. And it had its repercussions. So when you hear that magic comes at a price, it does come at a price. When you're using magic to affect someone else or an outcome, that's manipulation. So you're manipulating the energies, and if you're manipulating those energies for your benefit and without consideration as to how it's going to affect a myriad of other people, it can backfire on you. And the karmic consequences can be minute, or they can be horrendously huge. I was lucky in that it wasn't a terrible karmic sort of thing that happened, but I learned my lesson from it, and I said, yeah, no more. From now on, it was just going to be me and my higher self and the Creator and the angels and those divine beings that have always guided me. And so that's how I do it, and that's natural magic for me. It's just something that's naturally inside of us, and that happens when we commune with nature and commune with our higher selves and commune with the angels, and etc. So that's something that we all have the ability to do, and it's the safest way to do something like that. If you want to create something in your life, or if you want to help somebody else that you know, even for protection, it's best, sweetheart, don't do that. It's best not to use magical spells and to manipulate energy in that fashion, because the repercussions, the way that it can backfire on you and those close to you, is probably not worth the little bit that you're going to get out of it. So if you're considering using magic, please consider using natural magic in the sense of meditation and visualization and communing with your higher self and communing with the Creator and the angels, etc. Because if you do it that way, there is like a natural safety valve on us, so that if it's going to hurt anybody, it will not happen. And it's just something that we have built into us, so that when we're asking for something and we're trying to visualize it and create more money for ourselves, or create a better house or a new car or something like that, if it's going to hurt somebody else, then this safety button that we all have installed in us just kind of pops up, and it keeps us from going any further with it. Our higher self kind of stops, puts the kibosh on it. So anyhow, that's what I wanted to tell you about magic, is that it's energy related. It's all working with energy, and it's the manipulation. Magic is the manipulation of energy, of the forces, the powers that be, so that you can create a particular outcome. And if you're not careful with it, you can end up creating more negative karma or worse situations for yourself than you really need to. Okay, if anybody has any questions on magic or energy, please feel free to comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. If there are enough questions on a particular topic, I'll be happy to make a video on that. Okay, love you all. Have a great day. Bye.